Hey guys, Xiao here. Um, so I don't know how many people will be aware, but a couple months ago, I think on a couple streams and also on my Twitter, I mentioned um, I talked on and off about this game, Adventures with Anxiety. Sorry if this is not a good intro. I'm not good. I'm not used to. I'm not used to doing Let's Play videos. I guess this is a Let's Play video. And B, I mean, it's kind of been a while since I made a video. And C, I'm just not good at introductions to begin with. But yeah, a couple months ago, I was talking on and off on Twitter and on streams about this game. It's a good game. I'm sorry, I don't know. Yeah. I'm not gonna really. There's really no. I could try to introduce the game more and stuff, but really, I think it's honestly. I think the creator of the game herself said that it's better to go into this game without any prior expectations. So yeah, it's a really neat game. I think, and the reason, well, I'm gonna fucking stop talking. Let's just play the game. Let's just play the game. This is Adventures with Anxiety. Let's go. Hopefully the audio is good. Also, to be clear, I played this game already. This is not me. This is not the first time I'm playing this game. I've played this game before. This is my second, third time playing it. Adventures with Anxiety. Playtime of 30 minutes. By Nikki Case and Mon Placer. Or Mon Placer, don't know. Read the content notes. I'll probably include a content warning in the title or something, but if I don't, then here's all the warning you need. Adventures with Anxiety is about, well, anxiety. But I've made this for folks with anxiety disorder, like myself. I hope it can help you see, with humor, how anxiety works. And just maybe, reduce the fear of fear itself. There's also badly drawn stick figures and a hyperactive wolf. Enjoy! Other notes, alcohol abuse, sexuality, a fuckload of swearing, maybe a shitload. Assload? No, it's an assload. With an extra L. And there's some mental health tips and resources. I'm going to include a link to this game where you can play this game in the description, and yeah, okay. Play. Welcome. This is less of a game, more of an interactive story. If you like reading, sucker! So before we start, how would you like to read? Speak this fast. This fast, this fast. That's on click, please. Or, yep. Great! Note you can always change options with this settings icon below. Also, game autosaves at each chapter. Now, let's begin our story. This is a human. And this is the human's anxiety. Cute little wolf. You are the anxiety. This is the conceit of the game, what makes it interesting. You play as the anxiety. You're not the human fighting against the anxiety. You are the anxiety, and the way the gameplay works... Oh, good. My wolf's back. Fantastic. Your job is to protect your human from danger. In fact, that sandwich is putting them in danger right now. Quick, warn them. This is how the game plays. Human, listen, we're in danger! The danger is... that your anxiety came out to play. Pick what's most similar to what your field tells you. So, there's 3 options. Each choice, you get 3 options to choose from of whatever makes you the most anxious. If your reaction is, why the fuck would I play a game like this? The game actually addresses that itself. Just stick around, trust me, it's worth it. This game is great. Anyway, I'm gonna read each option off, and then I'll read each one out loud and I'll choose which one applies to me specifically. If you want to play this game and you, let's say I choose option 1 and you would have chosen option 2 and you want to see what would have happened if you chose option 2, you can play the game yourself. I highly recommend you do, even if you watch this video all the way through, because there's a lot of really fun dialogue, a lot of really entertaining stuff in the game. So yeah. Anyway, So, the options we have are, we're eating alone for lunch, again! We're not productive while eating. That white bread's bad for us. So, kind of a mix-up between 1 and 2 for me. Eating alone for lunch wasn't really a concern for me until relatively recently, although it still really isn't. I don't mind eating alone. Although I have been making more of an effort to eat sitting with friends really recently, like just in the past couple of weeks. And we're not productive while eating is the main thing, although that's more of a general thing. If I'm not productive in general, then that's the killer. I always have to... I'm trying to get myself to stop asking myself, like, what's the most productive thing I could be doing right now at any time, and just let myself relax, but this is the one that's most likely to be bugging me if I'm sitting down to eat, so let's go with this one. We're not productive while eating. We're not productive while eating. Whip out your laptop and do some work right now. I'd rather not get crumbs on my keyboard. If we're not contributing to the body of society, then we're a society parasite. The society body will go to the society doctor for medication to kill the society parasites, and then we'll die! Boo. You used fear of being a bad person. It's super effective. See, human? I'm your loyal guard wolf. Trust your gut. Your feelings are always valid. Get your human's energy bar to 0. Protect their physical and social and moral needs, you can use fear of being harmed, fear of being unloved, and fear of being a bad person. Again, if at any point you want to stop watching because you're uncomfortable, feel free to. Pro tip, they're the choices that personally hit your deepest, darkest fears. You know what, maybe it's time to check my phone. Protect your human. From the world, from other people, from themselves. Good luck. Round 1, fight! Music in this game slaps. Huh, Facebook feed says there's a party happening this weekend. Isn't that weird to throw a party every weekend? What inner void are they trying to fill? Must be deeply messed up inside. Also, I got an invite? Well then! Say yes or we'll die from loneliness. Say no, it's full of poisonous drugs. Ignore it, we just make parties sad. Again, I played this game once or twice, but I don't remember what choices I chose those times, so I'm essentially playing it sort of blind. My main concern would probably be the first one. I don't like passing up opportunities to hang out with people, because I'm always like, if I miss this opportunity to hang out with people, I don't get opportunities to hang out with people, opportunities to hang out with people in person don't just fall out of the sky, so I don't want to, skimp out at them. I feel like I'm, wasting that chance to, hang out with people, make good memories, deepen my bonds with them, have unique experiences and stuff. So, probably this one. I'm not too scared of the poisonous drugs, at least on this campus, and I don't really worry about making parties sad, just being not too super social with them, so we're gonna go with 1. Say yes or we'll die from loneliness! Then no one will show up at our funeral. They'll dump our ashes into the ocean, we get eaten by a whale, and we become whale poop! Unloved. So yeah, we should go to that party. Just bring the laptop so we can do work and not be a society parasite. God, if it'll make you shut up, fine. So you can tell from the society parasite line that the game adapts the dialogue at least to what you choose, which is pretty neat. A lot of work went in this game. I like it a lot. I'll say yes. Whale poop, human. Whale poop. Anyway, Facebook's too much. I need something calmer, less anxiety-producing. What's new on Twitter? Oh no, look at that horrible news story! Oh no, is that tweet secretly about us? Hey, a gif of a cat drinking milk. I don't really worry about the second one unless it's like a post calling out problematic people, in which case I'm like, am I problematic? Is this problematic behavior or something I do? Third one, I do like that on Twitter, but the first one is what would make me anxious and what I would definitely be looking at. Oh no, look at that horrible news story. God, it feels like the world's burning, isn't it? It feels like it's all ending. Like everything's dying and we're doomed and there's nothing we can do about it. Let's retweet that story! Harm. Okay, I retweeted, just please be quiet. Screw it, let's look at Snapchat. Huh, what else was Wednesday night? So that's what those weekly parties look like. Ugh, looks way too crowded for my anxiety. Maybe I shouldn't have said yes to the invite? Change your answer, like a jerk? Change your answer! Change your answer! It's too crowded! Wait, we retweeted without fact-checking. Third one wouldn't cross my mind, even though it definitely should. Fact-check your stuff, please. Please. If you retweet stuff, please. Change your answer, it's too crowded, or change your answer like a jerk. I would not change my answer if I already accepted the invitation. That's very, very rude. And I would not want to seem like I'm a flake, or like that I'm, I would want to cancel if I realized it was too crowded, but I wouldn't, sure. So, because I wouldn't want to make a bad impression. I wouldn't, that one. Change their answer? Like a jerk? You were counting on us to come and now return their trust? Do you want to die alone? Whale poop. Unloved. Shut up, we'll keep it as yes. Whatever. New Tinder notification. What, that hookup app? It's not a hookup app, it's just a way to meet new people. It's a hookup app. Oh, I got a match. They look cute. Please don't ruin this shoot. Danger, 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 danger! Being used by other people, or just using other people, or your match is a serial killer. I don't use Tinder, but I've never used Tinder or anything like that, but if I did, honestly, my concern would probably be the third one, because I am pretty paranoid about that stuff. Like, certain things I'm not too scared of, or don't concern me very much, like physical danger things, but when it comes to meeting strangers, or interacting with strangers in person, or just generally interacting with the unknown, I get spooked really easily. Seeing, like, it's embarrassing to admit, like, not as much anymore, but used to be, like, plushies, like, other people, well, not other people's, but just, like, plushies and dolls especially. I was really wary of them, because, like, I would be afraid that they were, like, haunted or something. So yeah, if I hooked up with a random person on Tinder, I would, in the back of my mind, I'd be like, are they a serial killer? Are they some creepypasta dude who's gonna kill me if I accept, or if I decline, will they kill me? That kind of thing. So, even though I'm sure 1 and 2 are more common, this one is honestly the one that would be more on my mind. Like, dating apps are for hooking up with people and meeting people, so the using and being used by people wouldn't really be something that I would consider, because, like, that's the point of the app. Your match is a serial killer. The blood in you with a Pomodoro timer and say, you should have been more productive, you parasite! Arm. I'm so sick of this game. We're a society parasite. The world is burning. They're a serial killer. I just want to live my life. I want to be free from all this pain. Hey, human. It'll be okay. As your loyal guard wolf, I'll always keep an eye out for danger, and do my best to keep you safe. I promise. Last app, Instagram. What you got? It's more party pictures. Everyone looks so happy. Free from worry. Free from anxiety. God, why can't I be like them? Why can't I just be normal? Speaking of parties, how about this weekend's invite? Here's my final decision. We should go. We should not go. I would probably go with... Honestly, it's hard to say. I mean, both of these are equally likely. Honestly, I'm gonna go with we should not go, because I feel like I would be prone... In certain situations, at least right now, it depends on... I feel like my answer would change, depending on the circumstance, but right now I'm leaning towards... If this were happening right now, I would lean towards just ditching and bailing and changing my mind last minute, so I'm going we should not go. Other times I might go we should go, and be like, even if I don't want to go, I don't want to, like, chicken out, so, but not right now. My mind's leaning towards the second option, so we should not go. We should... Fuck you. What? I'm going to say yes to that party. Precisely because you don't want me to. You're not in control. Excuse me while I eat this delicious sandwich in goddamn peace. We're gonna die. Everyone hates us, or we're horrible people. Oh all three bounce around every so often. Although the we're gonna die isn't like a literal we're gonna die, unless you're talking about existential dread. It's more of a we're all going to die, as in like the world's all gonna die, collective sense of like doomedness and scaredness, that kind of thing. That pops into my mind. That's one of them. So that could be an option. That's a valid option for me to choose. Everyone hates us. I do get self-conscious about that sometimes, about how other people perceive me, about how I come off across to other people. So that pops into my mind sometimes. That could also be a good option. We're horrible people. That one pops up a lot. Am I really, a good person like some people say? Or am I just, narcissistic? Am I egotistical? Am I only doing this so I can feel better about myself, etc., etc., etc.? Am I deep down actually a fundamentally not good person, and it's just the circumstances in my life that allowed me to be what people consider a good person? If the cards were on the table, would I reveal my true colors and I'd turn out to actually be a bad person, etc., etc., etc.? So honestly, fuck it. I can't choose. We're gonna choose randomly. I'm just gonna do like this, close my eyes, and then I'll pick that one. We're helping people. Congratulations! You successfully protected humans' physical, social, and moral needs. Why, look how grateful they are! Now that their energy is zero, you can directly control their actions. Pick your ending move. Finish them. Fight. Punish your stressful phone. Or flight. Curl up in a ball and cry. Honestly, because I have punished my stressful phone before. I have done that before. I've thrown my phone at walls and stuff. Or I could flight, curl up in a ball and cry. Honestly, I think I'm more prone to the first one. I think... Yeah, I'm gonna go with the first one. That's more my style. Your phone was giving you a panic attack. Zuckerberg and co. are hijacking your mental health for venture capitalist money. Punish your phone. Destroy it. Kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. You win! Being harmed, 2. Being unloved, 2. Being a bad person, 2. Game auto-saved, it's okay to continue later. Would you look at that, even spread. I think the first time I played it was mostly skewed towards being a bad person, but who knows. Next game. But did you see that news story about that horrible thing happening somewhere? God, I hate the news. It's all sensationalism and clickbait. Nice party. True, but they're just following incentives. The real problem is people who click the clickbait. Who would retweet a terrible news story and make all their friends feel bad? Ugh, I know, right? Round 2, fight! Oh no, they all hate us. Were you ogling the redhead? Let's talk about the meaning of life. The meaning of life one is fun. Fun as in it's accurate and interesting, but I chose it. I don't know if I'm really leaning towards it right now in this particular situation. Oh no, they all hate us is one that pops up, although it's less hate and more just, oh no, I'm unappealing to these people. What do I offer to these people? Why would they find me interesting or be my friend? That kind of thing. But in this case, I feel like that wouldn't be a problem. Talk about the meaning of life. If I'm actively stressed at a party, I don't think... Actively stressed trying to talk to people, I don't think I would be thinking about the meaning of life. Even though that happens when I'm just trying to relax and do my thing, which is great. A lot of existential sort of rabbit holes there. Not fun. But the second one, honestly, might be the way to go. Just like... That's something that I very much do not like. And yeah, all there is to say about that. Were you ogling the redhead? They're more attractive than us, which means if we even look at them, then we're creeps! We're creepy, evil, bad, terrible, can you hear me, human? I must warn you about more of the same danger, a different moral danger, or you're ignoring danger, that's dangerous! I'm gonna go with this one first, because the third one is definitely what I would say, but I feel like it would take a little bit more to push me to this point. So let's let the wolf try something else and then eventually see if that option pops up again. Because then that would be when I would actually sort of think that possibility would be brought up in my head. People are dying in famines and genocides right now, and we're just partying. A wise person once said, the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good folks to do nothing. We're doing nothing. By partying, we're helping Hitler. Oh, thank goodness, human. I think you can hear me again. I shall warn you about... Well, I mean, that one hit pretty close to... really close, like super close to home, so I'm looking at more of the same danger. The Nazis are goose-stepping back on the streets right now, saying, good thing those good folks left on with stuff like relaxing and self-care. Now our plans can go forth right on schedule. Bam, bam. Fuck! Fucking fuck! Hey, human, I'm so happy you can hear me again. Why were you ignoring me? Holy hell, you absolute moron. You know that Native American story? There are two wolves inside you. One is hope, one is despair. Which wolf wins? The one you feed? I was trying to starve you, you sadistic asshole. Screw it. I'll do positive affirmations instead. I am loved. I am good. I am smart. I am beautiful. I am special. Ah, that's so narcissistic. You know affirmations were disproven? Oh, you don't credit random stories to indigenous? Well, definitely the first one. Definitely easy peasy. Got like instantly 100%. Absolutely. Wow, that's so narcissistic. You need to humbly see your own flaws in order to grow as a person. You can't spray air freshener over a moldy room. Covering up your flaws makes you worse in the long run. Thankfully, I, as your loyal guard wolf, can alert you to your flaws, and right now it's everything. Everything is wrong. Yes, damn it. You know what? You're irrational. Everyone knows emotions are irrational, especially fear. You're a useless evolutionary leftover like my appendix or wisdom teeth. Hell, this whole wolf metaphor is stupid. It's just a bunch of neurochemicals in my head. So why should I listen to a worthless, irrational, non-existent piece of shit like you? Jeez, human, that's really hurtful. I'm a feeling. Feelings are valid. Human, we're both just chemicals. Hard to say. None of these three are appealing to me. I think I'm gonna go with the second. The first time around, I chose a third one, but I don't think I feel that as much right now, at least. Geez, human, it's really hurtful. I wouldn't really say that to myself, because in this situation, I was saying all this stuff to myself, or like an aspect of myself, so I wouldn't feel bad about that. If I was saying that to someone else, obviously I would, like, you know, clearly, but second one, we're going with second. I'm a feeling. Feelings are valid. You know, you can't discredit your feelings even if they're anxious, causing, you know, anxiety-inducing. Hang on, they said that feelings are valid, and that you'd always accept your emotions. But they also say emotions are irrational, and emotions are not to be trusted. Oh my gosh, they've been lying to us this whole time! They feed us contradictions to make us dependent on the self-help industrial complex. I hate this. God, it hurts. I hate this. I appease you, I ignore you, I can't fight you. No matter what I do, I can't seem to get rid of you. Well, maybe you're not supposed to get rid of me! How do you think I feel, human? I'm trying my best to be your guard dog, but you keep seeing me as some big bad wolf. Oh, I try even harder to alert you to danger. More danger. Different danger. But no matter how hard I try to protect you, you still think I'm your enemy. What am I doing wrong? I know I suck at my job, but I'm trying, human. I'm trying. You don't have to heed my warnings or agree with me, or even like me. All I want is for you to be patient with me. I just want for you to sit with me for a while instead of running away. Hey. Looks like you're caught in a fight with yourself, kid. Was it that obvious? You were mumbling at your hoodie about Hitler or something. God, I'm such a mess. Hey, you're not alone, friend. Anxiety's super common. Look at the blush. Just yesterday, I heard someone on campus had a nervous breakdown and smashed their phone. Crazy. Listen, I know what it's like to have that animal in your head. We all do. That's why I throw these parties every weekend. Forget our worries. Forget that animal. But my anxiety... Don't worry, kid. I used to be like you. And I found a little trick to get the negative voice to shut up forever. Yeah. My own specialty blend. It's a bit stronger than, well, anything legal, really. Bottoms up, biatch! Oh my god. This is a bad coping mechanism. Don't get drinks from strangers. Simple option is the best, that's what I would be thinking. Oh. What an exquisite palate. A full-bodied flavor of shut your mind up with a subtle aftertaste of never feel anything ever again. If this is bad, human, this is really, really bad. This is actually how addiction starts. I knew the host was deeply messed up, or also they could have drugged that. I think I go with the first one because I am scared of getting addicted to stuff. That's that's like something I worry about. Like, what if I get addicted to blah blah blah? Because I'm very easily addicted to things like video games. So I know I have an addictive personality type. So when it comes to stuff like drinking and drugs, abstinence, because I stay straight edge because I know that if I didn't, it would be very, very bad for me. So this is actually how addiction starts. You let one thing happen and then it's boom, spiraling. This is actually delicious and cheaper than therapy. Human, please stop! And what are you gonna do about it, asshole? I'm so sorry, human. I'm gonna have to use my special attack. Fear of being harmed, fear of being unloved, or fear of being a bad person. What would I be most worried about in this situation? Honestly, it might be fear of being harmed, because the first time I played this game, fear of being harmed was the one that I chose the least, I think. The danger that a category of danger that I chose options from the least, but I mean, if I'm literally drinking, super strong bottle of alcohol for the first time, I feel like one of my the biggest concern on my mind, like I would be concerned, like, am I a bad person or a weak-minded person for doing this, and will people still like me if I do this? Am I revealing my true colors if I do this? But I think, honestly, the thing on the forefront of my mind would be, what if I pass out and get stabbed, or or I throw up, or I get sick, or I get addicted, and, I end up in the streets or something. So, this one for now. I guess it depends, though. What's this crap? You're gonna yap more stupid words at me to... But... Oh, man. What the hell was that? I'm sorry, I needed to show you the consequences. I could see my own corpse! I could feel the sensation of being actually dead. I'm sorry, human. Finish them. Punch the host or let's get out of here. Hey, I feel like... if this was me, I don't usually punch people, so I'm just gonna choose this one. This one does make sense as a reaction, just as like a gut. I'm so anxious, I'm stressed out and scared, I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna go for it. I knew all these partygoers are deeply messed up. They all dull their pain with horrible things. They're tricking you into doing the same thing. They're corrupting you. You need to get out. Get out, 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 get out! You alright, kid? Okay, sorry, I have to run. Damn it. Number one today, huh? No, just gotta run a marathon. You gotta go fast. I'm gonna party next weekend, kitty. I'll make something even stronger for you. Okay, thanks, gonna run. You and me, kid. We'll show that beast who's boss. Whew. Human, are you okay? Gosh, that was close. We really could have... I'm coming back to the party next weekend. Next time we fight, I'm not just going to defeat you. I'm going to fucking kill you. You, win. So it should be pretty clear at this point that we're a decent part of the way through the game. There's like maybe a we're halfway through, I'd say. Maybe like a third-ish. Or no, 2/3-ish. But yeah, you couldn't tell if you stuck it out this far. This game goes pretty hard. It doesn't tries to be funny, tries to be humorous. It tries to approach the subject matter with a degree of, levity, with a degree of sort of, tries to make this playing about the game fun or enjoyable to some degree. But it does not play around or beat around the bush when it comes to depicting what, being sort of afflicted with anxiety is like. It does not, spare any details or try to make it out. If you're wondering, well, I'm not gonna say. Yeah, got more of the game to go, more of the story that's gonna be told. If you want to keep watching, keep watching. If you want to stop, feel free to stop. If you want to skip around, do whatever. We're going on. 2 being harmed, 0 being unloved, being a bad person. Game autosaved. It's okay to get quit and continue later. Alright, here we go. Cheers! It's the spot. Kid. Specifically the spots hit her, my left and right amygdala. You remind me of myself when I was younger, back when I was tormented by the animal in my head. I'm so grateful I can pay it forward and help you kill the beast the way I killed mine. Hey, quick question. Truth or dare? Good. Okay. You see that baby blue swimming pool down there? Yeah, 6 floors down. Jump in! Wait, what? The animal started whining, hasn't it? Oh no, it's dangerous, don't do it. But that's exactly why we need death-defying thrills. Party hard, carpe diem, snort coke off a hooker's ass, hashtag YOLO. Show the animal we don't give 2 dicks about his bitching. Jump in. But sometimes, here is a point. I'm sorry, did you fall for that mindfulness propaganda that claims feeling bad is good? The assholes who run this world give the rest of us anxiety and depression, then make TED Talks to tell us to accept being fucked over and embrace that sadistic demon in our heads. Kid, I know that you know that animal hurts people. It tortures people like us. It's not our friend. It's a rabid beast which either needs to be tranquilized or have a bullet put in its skull. Otherwise, they're gonna let it win. No, you're wrong. I'm not gonna let it win. Fuck yeah! I believe in you, babe. Kill it! Less than 3. No. This chapter has 2 possible endings. One is very, very bad. No. Choose wisely. Protect your human. Yeah, first time I played this game, first time around, I got to this and now I was like, shit hit the fucking fan. Yeah. Stick around. We'll get through this together. Good luck. Human, you could actually die here. This is stupid and self-destructive. These sickos aren't really your friends. This one. I'm gonna be less choosing what I would be thinking in this situation to try to get myself to stop if I was in this situation, and more what I think is the best choice. If I were, someone actually talking, if I were actually the wolf in the situation, I was talking, this character, the main character down. So, go with this one. Shit. I might have believed you. You hadn't tried that a zillion times before. You're the wolf who cried wolf. More, I mean, all three of these are honestly would be a concern for me if I was on, you know, I'm not gonna fucking say anything. You tried that too? Human, please. I'm sorry Big Pharma doesn't approve of my self-medication. Look, asshole, we all have a way of shutting you the fuck up. Some people throw themselves into work. Some people throw themselves into sex, drugs, and refreshing their Facebook feed. People throw themselves into other people. I'm gonna throw myself into that swimming pool. You're drunk and it's 6 floors down. Dang it, this is the fix I get. And okay, I admit it, I messed up. Okay, I know I said I would choose the option that I would choose. I know it said I would choose the option that I would choose if I were the wolf, and I was trying to talk to the human. But if I were in this, I feel like I should choose what I would choose in the situation if I was trying to talk myself down, and this is what I would say first. I would get to this eventually, but this is what would happen first. You're drunk and it's 6 floors down! Even if you land in the water, the surface tension will crack your ribs and give you a concussion at the least! Saw a Russian guy do this on YouTube once. Please don't. The energy bar is looking awfully low there, Wolf. How are you? And choose your next words very careful. Fine, I'm done protecting you. I was right all along, or I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry for what? Sorry to respect you, I'm sorry I hurt you. Or I'm sorry I'm a terrible human. I'm sorry I hurt you. I was so obsessed with trying to protect you from being hurt. Never to stop to realize I was hurting you. I was a bad dog. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, dumb idea anyway. I only did this to mess you up, and, well, messed you up. Just call this around a tie, okay? Okay. Bye. In case you're wondering, the very, very bad ending the game describes does, like, there is a bad outcome to this chapter, because when I first played it, I was like, huh, is it the case where it's like, oh, it says there's 2 bad endings, but no matter what you choose, it ends up being, you know, one of them is good and one of them isn't. Like, I thought it would be like, no matter what you choose, you get a good ending anyway, and it's just that's just the game telling you that to make you take this more seriously. But no, if you choose the wrong choices, I'm gonna keep going for now. I'll explain later. I'll explain when I get there. Bye. Oh, come on. After all that animal's done to you, you're just giving up? What's the matter, kid? Are you scared? Yes. I'm scared. That's okay. Okay to be scared. Just lock the door. Rip phone. Game auto-saved. So what the hell was the moral of this story? What did we even learn? Just being stupid. This is the best scene in the game, by the way. My friends were using me. I almost freaking died. Yeah, not to mention the liver damage. Yeah, that was the worst case scenario. Or, yeah, I was right. First time around I chose not to... first time around I chose second option, worst case scenario. But I think this time I'm going to choose the liver damage, just because I think that's pretty befitting of the choices I've chosen so far. I mean, it is what I would consider Pretty strong alcohol there, bucko. Yeah, not to mention the liver damage. We definitely shaved a few years off our life expectancy. But at least we still have a life expectancy. We survived. Despite everything, we're still here. You seem pretty calm considering we just had a near-death experience. Well, it makes everything less scary in comparison. Everything else less scary. It's also got me thinking, if me fighting you sucks because it doesn't protect you, but me fighting you also sucks because it just makes you yell louder, then maybe you don't have to fight. I like this song. It's really good. This whole soundtrack is good. But this one is called, shit, I forgot what this one is called. It has a cute name. I'm gonna look it up right now. Sorry. So the OST's on YouTube. You can also, I think you can purchase it on Bandcamp or something, but I'll save that for later. Shelter Dog, it's called Shelter Dog. That's, yeah. Kind of spoiled a cool line later on in this scene. Not a big bad wolf, but I'm not a guard wolf either. I'm a battered shelter dog. We've been through rough stuff, maybe trauma, neglect. I sometimes overreact and go, I don't want to be a cowardly dog. I want to protect you. I want to be a good dog. Human, will you help tame this wolf? I'll try. Okay. Healthy relationship with emotions. Relationship with communications. So, let's communicate. Next 5 minutes are going to sound super cheesy, but let's fake it till we make it. Dear inner wolf, how are you feeling? Total fears used. Armed 4, unloved 2, bad person 6. Even so, this time around playing, being a bad person, still ended up being the victor here. What fear do you want to talk about first? I don't think the order affects anything, so... Scared we're harmed, I'm scared we'll be alone, I'm scared we're bad people. Honestly, I'm gonna go with I'm scared we'll be harmed first, just because I think I've been paying more attention to that this playthrough, so I want to see. I think that, yeah, it's more fitting. I'm scared we'll be harmed. I want to protect your need for physical safety. The whole world seems so dangerous, so full of tragedy and evil. I don't know, enough of me choosing what to say next. What do you say, human? You're right, so let's protect ourselves? Let's expose ourselves to more danger? Or, thank you. This one doesn't... Neither of these really address what I'm trying to say. Like, what exactly I'm concerned about with the physical safety thing. Because it's less fear of being, like, stabbed or something and more just a fear about the world. The state of the world in general. But, I guess the second half is more applicable to that, so let's go with it. Let's expose yourself to more danger. What? I mean, let's say a dog is scared of thunder. One trick trainers use is to play a recording of thunder at a low volume, then give the dog a treat for staying calm. Over several days, the trainer raises the volume bit by bit until the dog has overcome their fear of thunder. It's called exposure therapy. Since you're a dog, it should work for you too, right? All mammals have the same fight or flight response. What if he's desensitized too much? What if we're a wolf, not a dog? I don't think I've actually seen the dialogue option. I want to choose that because it seems funny, but I'm not going to. What if he desensitized too much, or what if he's exposed to real danger? I guess this one, it's hard to say. What if you're exposed to real danger? For example, we almost just jumped off a freaking roof! Ah, you're right. One can go too far. But that's why, if we do exposure therapy, we'll start small and make small steps upwards. Just before we hit actual danger, you stop. Yeah, I draw the line between hearing loud thunder and standing in a storm with a tall pointing hat. Either way, anything else you want to chat about? Scared. I'm gonna save this one for last. Scared will be alone. I want to make sure you fulfill that deep human need to belong. But I worry that anyone ever knew us, real us, you'd scare them all away. Again, back to you, human. What do you think? I agree, let's work on our social life, or I think people like us. Let's find out. I mean, the first one is kind of what I'm trying to do already. So, although the second one also applies, I think. I think, you know what? I'm gonna go with the first one. They're both equally appealing. Hey, let's work on our social life. You could practice skills like asking questions, listening and empathizing, being open and vulnerable, etc. Or make better social habits, like scheduling time with friends or regularly going to meetups. We also learn to get more comfortable with rejection. Or learn to know when people aren't rejecting us, and they're just tired or a resting bitch face. That's a lot of options, but about learning social skills. Isn't that manipulative? Would that make us easier to manipulate? What if we still fail? Looking like a solid 1 and 3. First one I played, I chose third because that was the one I was scared of most. But I guess first one is kind of sticking out to me right now. Is the one that would be on the line. Isn't that manipulative? Aren't serial killers who can read their victims' emotions create empathy? Didn't Charles Manson win friends and influence people? No, you're right. Social skills mean nothing if you don't generally care for people. Basically, just don't be a dick. That's a motivational poster caption right there. Don't be a dick. Trademark. Anything else in your heavy heart? Care for bad people. I want to defend your moral needs that drive to become a better person. It just feels like deep down we're so fundamentally broken. And don't tell me we're not messed up. We almost jumped off a roof. More thoughts, human? So we're broken, let's fix us, or we're broken, let's accept it. I've been trying to fix stuff, so fix us. Working on stuff. Fix is I don't know, it's a weird choice of words, but improve would be probably better. Let's improve ourselves, work on ourselves. We could slowly build better habits and get our life more in line with what we value. And if needed, we could get professional help. A therapist or a counselor. There's ways to fix us. What if we can't fix it all? What if we fix too much or we can't afford professional help? Honestly, the second one was the one I chose at the time, the first time I played, but I'm gonna go with the third one. Just because that is something that, I mean, I personally can, but I think that is something that's worth exploring. Can't afford professional help. Doc, I'm anxious that I'm paying $100 an hour just to hear you ask. How does that make you feel? Mm-hmm. And how does that make you feel? That's a totally reasonable worry. And it genuinely sucks that mental health care isn't affordable for lots of folks. Still, there's some cheaper free options. Support groups, online therapy, student and non-profit health centers. Building habits like meditation, sleeping well, chatting regularly with friends, learning new things. Going to a library to bother workbooks for evidence-based psychotherapies. There's a full list of resources at the end of this game. Well, that fourth wall didn't last long. Some things are more important than narrative convention, such as mental health. Okay, I think we've talked about all our fears now. Yes, there are only 3 fears. Yep, exactly 3. Convenient! This isn't some game, you know? Building a healthy relationship with your emotions isn't as simple as clicking buttons on a screen. Can we really get along? Can we work together as a team? Well... Excuse me. Would you mind if I sat with you for lunch? This is your crush? We interrupted their peace and quiet. You're such a burden. I mean, it's okay if not. I just... Can I see you at the party? Yeah, of course, come here, or sorry. Yeah, of course, come here. I want to make some new friends. Hang on, human. They seem uncomfortable. No pressure, of course. Just saying, you can sit if you want to. You always make us feel awkward. We're staying up on the earth. Huh. That was weird. I wonder what was going on in their head. Anyway, you were saying? I forget. Something about teams and work? Yeah. Yeah. They say you should make peace with your emotions. If your emotions are war criminals. I want us to make more than mere peace. I want us to be allies. I want to be a good guard dog. Just like how hunger and thirst are alarms for your physical needs. I want to be the alarm for your psychological needs. Your needs for safety, belonging, goodness. But I suck at my job, so I need you to train me. I'm not always valid, nor always irrational. I'm just trying my best. So please, help me help you. Oh, teaching an old dog new tricks will take a while. Maybe years. Sometimes I'll relapse and slip into my old habits. I'll bark at shadows, I'll scare you with words. I might even show you some intrusive images of things. I'm sorry, I'm a battered shelter dog. Battered dogs poop on your bed sometimes. But if you're patient with me, just stay and sit with me. Maybe you can tame this wolf. Can I pick both? God damn it! I would choose both if I could. Your dog. Get this email out of here. Sorry about that. Ah, you're still up while eating your son of a... And that was Adventures with Anxiety, created by Nikki Chase. Nikki Case. I love this song. This song is my favorite out of the OST. This is the song that made me really, really fall in love with this game and be like, yep, this is the game. This works. You're not alone. Worldwide, 1 in 27 humans have an anxiety disorder. But of those, many do heal. They find hope, share hope, and build a healthy relationship with their fear. You can too. Stay determined. Keep on. And yep. So now that I'm done with the game, I'll take a moment to talk about some stuff. So yeah, I'll get some other stuff out of the way first. So yeah, I was talking about the bad outcome. If you chose the wrong options, like the human would have jumped, and that last scene would be like the human in that last scene will be like in a cast and like, in a wheelchair, so it doesn't kill them, but it's still kind of bad. But yeah, so this game was made by Nikki Case. She has made some pretty awesome stuff. She made We Become What We Behold. I'm sure you've it's a pretty popular game, pretty well-known game. Markiplier played it. It's like how the media affects us and cycles of violence and stuff. She also made Coming Out Simulator, I believe, which I haven't actually played, but it seems like a game that is pretty interesting, and I'm sure has helped a lot of people. Let's check out the Patreon. Well, I'll do that after the video. Yeah, please your ear holes with Mom Placer's original soundtrack. Please do so. The ending credit song was Yap 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 Yap. Yeah, I wanted to make a cover of that song, but I couldn't find new sheet music, obviously, because the game was relatively new at the time, and also hadn't been picked up by too many people, so the chance that someone would make sheet music of it was kind of slim. But yeah, you can go to. I'm playing this on Nikki Case's website. Yeah. Again, I'll link the game in the description if you want to play it. I'll also link the soundtrack and the mental health stuff that that the game links right here. I'll link them as well in the description if you want to check them out. But yeah, so just a bit of context before I end the recording. Some more like explanation. I played this game for the first time, like 2-3 months ago, maybe 4, when I was, really in the thick of things with anxiety. Was not that great of a time for me. Kind of talked about that in my important to Deltarune video a little bit, but I think this game definitely came at a good time. It obviously didn't single-handedly solve all my problems or anything, but I think it's a nice game, and I wanted to share it with people. I know I'm a little late with it now that it's been out for a few months, but I think better late than never. It's like I wanted to get this. The reason why I recorded this and I'm uploading it is because I want to get this out to people in case anyone could benefit from seeing this. Might take this message of the game to heart. Might actually be better for it. That's kind of what I wanted. So again, I encourage you to play it yourself if you want. The game isn't perfect. They kind of lampshade. They kind of reference the fact that there are more than 3 fears, but since this is a video game and not a real-time chat sort of thing where you can talk to the creator, the Nikki Case can only fit so many dialogue options in the game, in a video game. So she could only cover 3 primary categories of fears. Being harmed, being unloved, being a bad person. And there's that, and then it's they acknowledge that it's not as easy, being more in touch, more in tune, more accommodating and aware of your emotions, taking steps to actively sort of try to make the changes in yourself you want to see. To become more happy with yourself, to overcome the stuff that stops you from being more happy with yourself. They acknowledge that is a process, and that is not as easy as clicking buttons on a screen. It is something that should be kept in mind. But flaws aside, I think this game is great, and it's amazing, and it does the absolute most it can do. It does the absolute most that it can do, and that's more than enough, I think. It literally, there's so much just genuine sort of concern and desire to help and just earnestness in this game, and that's part of I love it. Fucking literally the end credits, the credits of the wolf playing guitar there. It's cheesy as fuck, but it's great. It's cringy, yeah, whatever. It handles the subject material well. I think, it's funny when it needs to be, but it's also serious and doesn't spare any sort of pleasantries when it comes to dealing with a very heavy topic. It deals with the topic in a way that I think makes it pretty clear that the person who made the game is pretty intimately familiar with what the player is likely going through. Probably, you can tell. I feel like it definitely gives out the impression. I feel I would definitely say that Nikki Case knows what she's talking about based on this game. This is something, not written from the perspective of some dude bro who's telling you not to be depressed and just stop being depressed. Go read a book or something, go take a walk. Rather, it's someone who has suffered greatly from anxiety, trying their best to, use their own experience to, help other people out, and someone who's the message of this game seems very heavily informed and very, very sort of applicable and very accurate and just well thought out. and it, like I can't imagine like that definitely adds a lot of credence to the message. The fact that it seems like Nikki Case is speaking from experience, you know, and like genuinely wants to help with what she's putting out there. Just the message itself is I really appreciate it. Like again, it's not some sort of revolutionary. All your problems will be solved if you do this. If you change your perspective and how you view anxiety. Because I mean, the core message of the game is like anxiety shouldn't feelings of anxiety towards things and like you don't feel anxious. Like what am I trying to say? Like anxieties bring up in response to stimuli, in response to things that that trigger anxiety in you, whether it be fears of being unproductive, fears of being wasteful, fears of being a bad person, fears of being, fears of, potentially being harmed, fears of being in a world that's, in danger or, that's in danger of collapse and stuff. But as the game says, just like hunger and thirst, their anxiety isn't just there to. Anxiety serves as your mind's way. It's just like pain, really physical pain. It's like it's your body's way of telling you. It's your mind's way of telling you that something is wrong, and you can interpret that one of two ways. You can say, "Damn, I mean, this is a very rudimentary, simplistic way of viewing it, which might turn people off with how, black and white it is. But like, you can either you can be informed that there's something wrong, that something is causing you this distress, whatever it may be, however major or minor it might be, that's causing you this distress, and you can either say something's wrong, oh no, freak out time, or say something's wrong. How can I address it? Can I address it? What can I do about it? Can I do anything about it? If so, how? And obviously, in the moment when you're gripped by anxiety, that's extremely hard to do, like borderline impossible sometimes. But just having that sort of notion in your head, having that message that this game tells you, just having it up there, keeping it in your memory banks, essentially, just and being able to recall on that when you feel whenever anxiety might crop up, being able to sort of refer to the message that this game presents I found has been pretty darn helpful. Like to realize that you don't have to be like that. Like the game says it better than I can, obviously, but just like yeah, you're not alone, and I'm not going to try summarizing the I would, but I'm worried. I don't want to misconstrue the message of the game and make a fool of myself. So I mean, if you want, the game literally spells out what the message is, like in the last scene with the wolf and the human talking. So if you want to like brush up on what the message of the game was, just rewind the video. Yeah, I really like this game. I really want more people to discover it. Like, if you liked this game, if you thought that this game was cool, if you if you enjoyed watching me play it, if you're thinking of playing it yourself, please feel free to share this game just anywhere. Post it in the Discord server you're in. Be like, hey, this game is cool. Share it on Twitter. We'll post a tweet talking about the game with a link to it. That kind of stuff. Throw this video around if you want, although it might not be the best way to spread the video and spread the game. Just that kind of stuff. That's what I'm trying to do with this video, and I think people. This is something that I want people to see. This is something that could help some people who need it. And yeah, I'm really sad, honestly, that no big name YouTubers like Markiplier or Jacksepticeye have played this game yet, because Markiplier has played a handful of Mickey Case games, like I think he played We Become What We Behold. Maybe that was Jacksepticeye, I don't remember. But, like, obviously having a big, influential YouTuber like Jacksepticeye or Markiplier play a game, you know, is a surefire way of getting the game to get attention. So I really want someone like that, to pick up the game. You know, maybe I could, like, DM Markiplier on Twitter or something, or add him on Twitter saying, like, hey, you should play this game. But I don't know if he checks that. Like, if you want, I'm trying to take to heart recently, like, be the change. That's really cheesy, but, as cheesy as it is, like, if you want someone to do something, then, and it is something that you can do, then even if it might not be, like, the most comfortable thing for you to do, then try it. Like, do it. Like, I want someone, for example, like, let's say I want Markiplier to play this game, and I want someone to tweet out at him, play it. Like, why don't I just do that? Like, fuck it, I could do that right now. Although, again, I don't know whether Markiplier reads tweets that are sent to him, so I don't know if that'd be if that would, like, be a worthwhile endeavor. How to recommend games to Markiplier. Game recommendation thread 2.0. Hey guys and gals, got any suggestions? These are old. Any ways to recommend a Mark game? Let's check it out. No, this is from 2015. This is from 2 months ago. This is from 6 years ago. Watching Mark 3's. Recommend. And also, like, if you are curious about something, like, Google exists, Ecosia exists, search engines exist, the internet exists. Like, I didn't know whether how to recommend games to Markiplier. So, like, normally I would just be like, whatever. But, like, within the past few weeks, I've been trying to get myself to be like, just Google it. Like, you can just look it up and try to learn more, So I need recommendation. No, fuck, this is all. Restrict this to Markiplier. How do I even do this? How does Reddit fucking work? Search. No. Seriously, this should not be so this hard. How to search on Reddit. literal fucking boomer over here doesn't know how to use Reddit. Search reddit.com. This is so fucking. Why is it so complex? Hosts, wiki, resources. This cannot be this complicated. Social media, honest moderators. Help, Reddit app. Nope. I'm so confused. Because I search stuff restricted to r/. Well, I'm a fucking idiot. There we go. Recommend games. Does anybody know how to recommend scary games tomorrow? I'm not getting any answers. This is from 2 years ago. Markiplier, a cat guy, new game recommendation. Mega thread. People still make these? Oh, relevance and new. Markiplier, a car guy, my bad. Nope. Doesn't make people making these mega threads. Friends, why you watch, doesn't game. What's the best way for me to recommend games to Mark? Mark might have read it. I had a couple games I think I play, and we very intended this channel to play. I emailed him at markipliergame.gmail.com, but I've not heard from him, so I'm not sure. Okay, so Mark might have read it, but he has stated he doesn't respond to emails anymore, and wants to pass him on his fans. Emails he gets much. So it seems like email is the best way to go. I don't know if I really want to show my email. I could just blur it out or something. If I'm not tweeting it out, then maybe I'll just like type the email, edit the part out of the video where I type it, and then just show that I sent the email. You know? Well, let's see if he. I'm probably gonna edit this part of the video out. I'm starting in like 3, 2, 1. But let's see. Okay, video resume. I just spent like 30 minutes or so typing up an email. There's the proof. I'm super zoomed in because I don't want you guys to see any other parts of my email, like inbox. But there's the proof. I mean, yes, it could be like I did just email Markiplier asking him to play this game. Like obviously that could be like a fake address that I emailed it to or something, but like, why would I do that? But yeah, no idea if he'll read this. No idea if he'll do anything about it. If he does end up playing the game, because of this email, or partly because of this email, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like expect, super frantic and excited, like losing my mind tweets about it on Twitter or something. But I'm not gonna get my hopes up. It's very likely that he just, this email slips through the cracks, or he reads it and he's like, I don't know if it's really my thing. But, either way, even if he doesn't play it, it's okay. Like, I'm happy that I even just sat down and wrote the email and, did that, So, yeah. I think that's a weird way to end the video, writing an email to Markiplier. Imagine doing that to end a video, but I think I'm okay with it. Yeah. Don't really know how to close out this video, so I'm just gonna say thanks for watching. Again, look in the description if you want to check out stuff about this game. And yeah, see you guys. Again, thank you guys a lot for watching all the way. Really appreciate it. Okay, bye.